welcome back to my channel. Alexandra here. Today let's organize some social media content for a week. I was thinking I want to film something, so why not film something that I actually I do and I'm trying to get back into the habit of, and that's posting on social media. I have multiple platforms that I want to post on, and I have a bit of a trouble from time to time, and I go into this 3 days of posting non-stop and then months of not posting. I figured what the problem was. I was trying to create 30 days, 90 days in advance content, and it's just not feasible right now because I'm not into the habit of even posting 5 days a week. So how can I ask of myself to create content for 90 days when I can't even create content for 5 days? So let's start by slowly getting into the habit of, and for that I've created a template. You can download it for free. I don't want just a simple table of contents of random tasks for social media. I want to kind of have something to always have, to be able to look at, what type of content, because the main issue with creating content is struggling to find what type of content should I create for my account. And I do mainly illustrations and art and some crafts. So I was like, okay, I don't want to struggle every week to create something and be like, oh, what should I do? And I've done some research and I've gathered some info and I put it all into this template. Have here a quick look, you can see it. So if you want to see that, stick to the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments which platform is your favorite to post on and which one is the least, even though you know it's helping you. Let's get to work. Okay, so this is the table. So let me walk you through it. First of all, we have on the left side, we have a column, as you can see, with type of value, content pillars, platforms, how often I post. Let me okay. And then on the right side, we have week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. I created this to go from Monday to Friday. I try not to do work on the weekends or post on the weekends. It's just a personal choice. So let's start with the first one, type of value. And as I mentioned in the intro, I said that I didn't just want this table with the days and just write some random tasks. I wanted something that I was able to look for and kind of search for inspiration as I need it. So we first want to decide what type of value do we want to bring to our audience. So we have inspirational, we have educational, we have fun or entertaining, and relatable. Then the content pillars, these are going to be different for everyone, so it helps to kind of have this done before, and if you didn't do it before, you can do it now. So for me, it's personal, it's motivational, behind the scenes, and arts and crafts. So personal, watch this video, I will link it I think in the description. And this content creator, she was mentioning that it's important to post personal stuff, like little updates or day in the life, because it gives your brand a more human vibe, and people know that it's a person behind the whole thing. It's not just, something, a product or whatever. So I like to share from time to time some insights of my life. Then motivational, and here I usually create illustrations with motivational quotes, and I want to post that more often. Then behind the scenes is vlogs, reels that I usually make from the vlogs that I'm filming. And then arts and crafts here is again from the videos I create, like maybe I'm doing some earrings from clay, or maybe I'm doing some stickers, maybe I'm painting. So I want to include that. So for the content pillars, usually these are the ones. And I could add also a fifth one, and that would be tips and tricks, because I do like to share those from time to time. And this might fall into that category, the tips and tricks. And by the way, this is made in Canva, and you can download it for free. For the platforms, again, here is gonna be different for everyone. For me, it's TikTok currently, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and then I have from time to time, but super rare, LinkedIn. Okay, and I have to mention here that I also write blog posts on my website, and I try to use that content here. Now in the last step we have how often I post, and you see here that I have two columns, and that's ideal and realistic. And I think this is the most important part of all this video. Like, if you take something from this video, is this I think is the reason why a lot of people fail to actually stick to a schedule, because they only do the ideal version, like I want to post on TikTok 2 times a day. And what happens is life happens, and then you're not able to stick to something, or you severely over schedule or overwork yourself, and you don't have a realistic approach to what it means to create the content you want to post. So you stop. My approach is to actually be realistic, and okay, it's super fun to set the ideal version of your posting schedule, but then also make sure to create a realistic, like a minimum. Like, okay, I don't have it in me to post today 3 TikToks. What's the minimum? I want 1. Perfect. So now let's get to do this. As I said, so these are the types of value you can bring to a content, and it's nice to kind of start, even if it's a blog post, it's nice to start with this in mind, because it makes creating the content easier and not something you just throw at the wall and hope it sticks. And I know for art, it's gonna be different, because when you draw something or you paint something, usually it's just because you want to paint that, and it shouldn't be about this. But what I think we can do as creatives is, after we paint, and we paint for whatever reason we need to paint, and we want to paint or draw or create something, we can find captions that are falling into one of these. Maybe you can talk about the process and you can make it educational. Maybe you can tell a story that, inspires people. Maybe you have a pun or a fun thing that happened while you were creating that. We have these filed in. Now let's do this part. My ideal posting would be 1 a day. Then for Instagram would be 3 times a week, plus 5 times a week. Again, for Facebook it's the same, because usually what I post in Instagram is gonna go on Facebook anyways. For YouTube, once a week, plus 3. And 3 is gonna be shorts. I'm gonna put 3S. And then for LinkedIn, at least once a week. And usually on LinkedIn, I either put a video that I have or just, blog post. Then the realistic version of that would be one every other day. For Instagram, it's realistic, maybe it's gonna be 3 a week. And then the same for Facebook, and then the same for YouTube, it would be one every 2 weeks and one short. And then LinkedIn, it might be none. Okay, now let's get to next.
One eternity later.
Okay, so I scheduled a week on paper for now, not actually in the platforms. The idea is simple, to have all of this in one area so you can look at it and draw inspiration from it, and pretty much always having in mind what the purpose of creating the content you want to create. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found something useful, and I hope you'll be able to schedule the content you want for your platforms. And remember, the main point here is be realistic, and also, yeah, you have the ideal version, as I said in the video, but be realistic and accept that you're human. And yes, you might create this schedule and it might look lovely, and sometimes you might not be able to stick with it, even though it's for a week only. The takeaway in this video is be patient, and it's okay. You're human, and that's why we created the ideal version of posting and the realistic version. Life happens, things happen, and sometimes you're just not able to follow through as much as you would like. So if you like this video, please subscribe. It would mean the world to me. My goal for this year is for us to be 1,000. I know it's a big goal, but the year is still long. So yeah, if you enjoyed, hit like, subscribe, all that. And as I said earlier, let me know in the comments which platform is your favorite and which platform is your least favorite. Until next time, bye!